she comes in with these 3 kids, and I'm just like, who's gonna watch these kids?
Love is a guy that thinks he's flying this, also known as a buster. Always talking about what he wants and just sits on his broke ass. So no, I don't want your number. No, I don't wanna give you mine. No, I don't wanna get you nowhere. I don't want no scrub.
What is up, you guys? It's your girl Tori Aaliyah, and I am back with another video. For my new subscribers, welcome. So glad you subscribed. Make sure to stay tuned for my upcoming videos because I do plan on putting out more content. So today I'm here with a story time. So it's gonna be, I don't know why I'm doing this. So this story time is a hair horror story, y'all, and it wasn't like, I know the ones on YouTube are like horror story, I got the screenshots and everything. I do not have screenshots because this was a while back, but let's jump into it. Let me grab my drink. So you guys, I'm drinking what's it called, sorrel beer in a wine glass. I am with ice. I know, don't come for me, but I wanted to, is my hand ashy? I don't care. Anyways, let's get into the story time. So this happened a few years back. I think it was about 2 years back. Yes, it was 2 years back. It was the end of my sophomore year in college. I had went to Jamaica for a week, right? So the reason why I ended up going for just a week is because we had to book it towards the end for when it would work for my mom, because she had just graduated from school for nursing and she started a new job. So that was the only time she had to take that break, was that week. So I had the week as well because I was gonna stop working at my job that summer, and then we were gonna go to Jamaica, and then as soon as I came back I was off to school. If you want to see those if you want to see that vlog, I'll link it up here, and please make sure to check out my other Jamaica vlogs. They're really fun. So we get to Jamaica, right, and I really wasn't planning on doing anything with my hair. I had just started getting into wigs because I was just like, Jamaica is too hot. I don't want all this hair on me. I want to be able to take it off at night, put it back on. So I was rocking wigs. But my aunt had did her, I think she didn't do her hair, but I saw someone with this style and I was like, I feel like I kind of want to get my hair done. I want to get it braided because it's really cute. I can wear it back to school, not have to worry about my hair for like a month, you know. So my aunt knew this lady, and my aunt be finding all these ladies. She knows a lot of people that do hair, right? And I didn't know anything about this lady, but she was like, yeah, she does hair really good. She's like in the town area. You can go see her. So I booked the appointment, right? And excuse me. So I booked the appointment, and mind you, this was 2 days before I was supposed to be back in the States. So I had 1 week, and I wanted to do a lot of things that week, you know, get in as much as possible. But I decided to get my hair braided. So I went, you know, I think she told me to come 10 o'clock. Mind you, I booked this with my mom as well because my mom was planning on getting her hair done. She was getting a quicker braiding style. I decided to get a braids in the back and then this top half like cornrows going back. I'll put a picture right here of how the style looked. So y'all, the style wasn't bad. Like, she did a good job, but let's get into it. So anyways, I get there at 10 o'clock and I'm there and I look over, I see this other lady coming in. I'm like, okay, who is it? I'm like, who is this lady? Like, is she getting her hair done too? Why would she tell both of us to come at 10 o'clock? So already there I'm just like, lady, I'm not even here for it already, because I hate when people do that. They tell you an appointment time, but you come and there's a bunch of other people there waiting for that same 10 o'clock appointment. Like, how does that make sense? So the lady comes and she's like, oh, I just have to finish up my hair really quick. I guess she only did half of it. And already I'm just like, what the hell? Mind you, the night before, I had my hair in cornrows so that it could be under my wig. So I had washed my hair, blow dried it. And mind you, this was around the time when I had just did the big chop. So I did not know a thing about natural hair and managing my natural hair. It was a struggle doing it. So I was just like, I'm going to take it out, wash my hair, and at least it'll be done so I don't have to worry about it. So I get there and we're there waiting. We're waiting. We're waiting. Where is this lady? So we're waiting and I'm like, where is this lady? An hour has passed, right? I hear her coming in. She's like, hey you guys, how are you? I look on this lady. This lady brought her 3 kids with her, y'all. It was 2 little kids and then she had one. She was holding one. I'm like, she brought her kids with her? Mind you, we were in the shop by then, right? Because there was another, so it was a couple people that worked in the shop that did different things. They had like a photography studio to one side. So the guy that worked in that area opened the door for us. So that was the only reason why we were able to be even inside, sitting down. She would have had us standing outside if that was not the case. So she comes in with these 3 kids and I'm just like, who's gonna watch these kids? You know? And I'm not knocking anyone. I know, like, sometimes life happens. You might not get a babysitter. You know, it happens. But y'all, let me get into it. So she brings the kids, right? And she's there. She's like, I just have to finish twisting this lady's hair real quick. It won't take too long. It will just be like 30 minutes. So I'm like, okay. I mean, what can I say? Like, I've already been here for an hour. Like, 30 minutes more isn't gonna inconvenience me that much. I mean, it is an inconvenience, but I already waited so long. So I might as well wait a little bit more to get my hair done. So my mom and I are there. Mind you, my mom has her hair out too because she wears wigs and she took her hair out. So she was waiting to get hers done. But my mom had perm hair by then during that time. So, you know, it wasn't really an issue for her. She could just brush her hair back. She looked fine. Me, I didn't know crap about my hair. So my hair was looking crazy then. And I was just like, I'm just ready to get it braided. So she starts doing this lady's hair, and when I tell you, y'all, this woman was doing this lady's hair for so long. We were there, like I said, we got there at 10, you guys, 10 o'clock in the morning, and she basically did the woman's whole head. Because the thing is, I couldn't see the lady's hair when she came in because she had it wrapped up. So I'm figuring she just wrapped it up because half of it wasn't done. But when she took that woman's hair out, this lady hair wasn't even, she probably started like a little trunk in the back. I don't know what was going on. So she's braiding this hair. She's braiding this lady's hair up. We're waiting, we're waiting, we're waiting. Y'all, when I tell you, I'm just there. We've been waiting for hours. Mind you, she has no Wi-Fi or nothing. So I'm just sitting there because this is Jamaica, like my phone doesn't have service, so I can't use like regular data. So we're just there. I'm looking at my mom, she's looking at me. And the crazy part is, like, I didn't have a choice because I only had 1 day after this and then I was back. I had to go back home. So I was like, I need to get my hair done. Like, I already pulled it out and stuff. Y'all, this was when I had patience. I had a little bit of patience, y'all, because if this was today, I would have been like, bye, this is ghetto. So we're waiting, y'all. We wait, and mind you, By this time, I guess her boyfriend has a business in the back too. So we're waiting, and then by this time, like I said, her boyfriend, I guess he came in. He has a business in the back too. I don't know what he's selling. And so I'm like, okay, because mind you, she was doing this lady's hair, but she could have been done a lot quicker if she didn't have her kids with her, because she kept having to feed one. She kept having to go to the back. She was like, oh, I need to take a lunch break. I'm starving. She had to feed the kids. She was doing the whole thing. Like, we weren't there waiting for her. She's like, oh, I'm almost done, you guys. I'm almost done. And then when the boyfriend came in, I'm like, okay, great. He's here. Now she doesn't have to really worry about them. He can keep an eye on her. This man came in and had this woman struggling still with all those kids, y'all. He did not bat an eye. He did not even look at her. So she was still there with the kids, not doing nothing. He took them for a little while, but then he came right back and dropped it in her lap, and then he was gone again. I'm like, what is going on? Does she bring her kids here every day? Like, I'm not getting it. She was like, oh, I can't leave them at home. I don't have anyone to watch them today. But I'm like, it's one thing for you to, like, not have a babysitter for one day. But this is your job. And I don't care what nobody says. You can't show up to your job with your kid. Like, you can't do that. Like, that's unprofessional. You need to figure out that situation. If you feel like I can't watch these kids, you need to cancel the appointments. But if you have no one to watch those kids, you need to cancel those appointments for that day and figure out that situation. Because you can't bring your kids to your job. Like, I know it's your business you're doing here, but that's not professional at all. Especially when you have a young child like that you have to breastfeed. That inconveniences a lot of people. So she was doing that. She was eating lunch. She was, y'all, by this point, like, my face, you could see it on my face that I was just so irritated. She was like, oh, it's okay, I'm almost done. So I finally get in the chair, y'all, and she's doing my hair. She's trying to have a conversation. I'm just like, lady, just hurry up and do my hair. Like, I'm really over this situation by this point. So she does it. It looks fine. I'm just like, I just paid her. I was just like, I would never ever come to you again. Like, never. Like, this was ghetto and unprofessional. Y'all, things like that always get me frustrated, which is why I really started doing my own hair, because I got tired of having people like being so unprofessional, taking their slow ass time, making appointments knowing that they make an appointment with you and you haven't got your hair done yet because they're doing someone else's hair when they told you to come in. I hate that. So I've always done my own hair, but the one time I was just like, I want to get it braided because I can't braid my own hair. I can't like do that. So I was just like, the one time I'm just gonna go to someone, and this is how it went. I was just over it. Mind you, it was so late by the time we were done that my mom was so over it. And she was just like, oh my god, can you please come back tomorrow? I promise I'll get it done. I promise. So my mom was like, we'll just do it early in the morning, like, because I have things to do. Like, it's my last day here. I can't stay here all day. So we ended up having to go back the other day so that my mom could get her hair done. And when we came in, there was somebody in her chair again. Yep, there was somebody in her chair. And I was already looking at my mom, and my mom was just like, we already had the intention that, like, if we go down there and we have to wait more than 20 minutes, we're out. Like, it's whatever. My mom was like, my hair is fine. I can just brush it up, go about my day. I don't care because I'm not wasting time. So we went. She braided this girl's hair fast as hell. Mind you, she still had her kids this time, but I guess she was just like, you know what, let me figure out the smaller child situation. So I didn't see the smaller child, but the other two kids were there. So she hurried up and did what she had left on the lady's hair, and the lady left, and my mom got her hair done. So she was, towards the end, she was like, oh, I make these products, I do this. I'm just like, girl, I'm already over it. Like, you done pissed me off. I'm out of patience. Like, I don't care. Just hurry up. So she finished. She was like, do y'all like it? Will y'all come back when you come back to Jamaica? I was like, I'm like, girl, you can't pay me to go back to this lady. You can't pay me. You can't pay me to go back to her. No, it's not happening. Like, I would never. I feel like, listen, no. See, that's why I do my own hair, because I don't have time for the waiting. I'm out of patience now. I recently went back to Jamaica. If you watch those vlogs, I'll link them to this video. But if you see, and I did have a different style towards the end, because I did get my hair braided again. But yeah, I was not playing this time. I went there and I saw she told me to come a certain time. I went because I already made up my mind. I'm like, I will not be waiting. I will not be waiting. So I went and she was doing the other girl's hair again, and I was like, I'm giving this lady 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Because if it went over to 31 minutes, I would have been home. I would have been back home, because at this point my hair was to that length, and I was able to manage my natural hair by then, and I knew how to do it. I was like, if she play with me, I'ma just go home, do a wash and go, and go about my day. Cause I was not waiting. She was done though. She was on it. She was pretty fast, pretty professional. She got my hair done really fast. I was out the door. But I was like, see, I would go to this lady again. But I was just like, at the same time, I don't know. I don't know, y'all. It's always something with these hairdressers. Always something. Get that together. Anyways, y'all, I hope you liked this video. Please make sure to hit that like button, and please make sure to subscribe to my channel, because I do post videos every week. So keep on the lookout for that. Also, you can follow me on my social medias here. I'll link them below. And also, just share it with your friends, you know. Let's try to get this channel to 1K by 2021, you guys. Let's do that. So, yeah. Stay tuned for my next video. I love you guys. Bye.